Hi! Welcome to your channel. I'm Selfie. I want to do a cup of coffee. Where's my cup of coffee? I was trying to fix this room because I sold everything. It was a guest room, but nobody was sleeping here. So, besides one friend that's called Manolo, so I decided that I wanted this to be my room for you, for the channel, and it is still in construction. So when I was just looking and seeing, I forgot that I had this box. It has it is not complete, but I took some things on the outside because this one was like too big. So I was like kind of nostalgic that day, and this really put me like in a very good mood. I don't know if you are able to watch these kind of things. So that's why I got in a good mood, because this is still me. I can still do this. But I took a decision that I think it was a good decision so far. But I cannot forget these things. These are like my treasures. I have these things that, well, some of them are like 14 years old. I'm not kidding. And I always just put it, this is all destroyed. I always put all these things, these little things that made the life like worth to live, you know. And well, at the beginning, when I saw all these things, and this is obviously a CD, well, a DVD, but with a lot of pictures and dedicated moments and lots of things, thank you, etc. This is from the 2007. I'm not that old. Well, I have another thing here. It was a present from another school where I was teaching. It says only you can learn something when you're teaching. It's kind of what it means. So I just put it, it was July 2008, 10 years ago. 10 years ago. Another letter, another DVD, and these things were just fashion. They always were bringing these things to me, and I was like, thank you, but what am I going to do with this? I mean, I didn't have it. My son was not like going to play with this, but what made me feel special is how much time they took to do this, the little ones. These are little bears that they have ballet shoes. Then I used to have a student that was from USA, so it says from Gillian to Ara, a little heart, and then it says I love you, I cannot wait for a contest. She was getting ready for a competition. Well, I had tons of these things, tons. Either when they start to write on a computer, or where actually they start to learn how to write. I think this is worth more than anything. So I think I got sadder, more sad, when I start looking at this. This is a dancer that is doing a saut de chat. I hope you can see it. It's a jump. And it was a present from a very dear student of mine and a very dear family. Then I had things like this, but I stopped using them because they were just like, I was just like mistreating them. And I have a bunch of things here. Bunch. This one really makes me laugh. There was this girl, and you're really small, and she was like, "Hey, Miss Azali, here," and I was like, "Thank you." What is it? And my husband was so proud of this, and I still have no idea what this is, but he thought it was just so beautiful. But you know what? I could stay here for hours trying to show you all these things that, as I told you, some of them right now in this period of time. This weekend was the presentation of the Sleeping Beauty. It was something that I participated last semester. I was preparing students and I just didn't go. I just couldn't. Look at this. I remember who gave it to me. I remember everything. It is kind of weird because I cannot remember a word, but I can remember a lot of things. So I just start like feeling really sad. I mean, I cannot show you. There are a lot of things. Look, this has even more. This is like a candy jewelry. They gave me a Mickey Mouse clock. It was a good thing about being a teacher because you were always giving presents, and the most of them I just put them here in my treasure box. Obviously programs. There are a lot of things, and now that we just took the school, we have to. My husband made me the big favor of just taking it out and put the stuff that he knows that means something for me, and he just put it that way. The Nutcracker. Well, I can just go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Then I was speaking with my sister. And here's a picture of my son when he was little. And it says, "In my heart you will live since today and always, Mom. I love you." So when I saw this picture, it reminded me something that my sister told me when I was at the hospital, right? The things that were really important for me or for this world. And I'm sorry if I am kind of nostalgic right now, but it makes a lot of sense to me. She said, and I agree, that the thing that matters is my son. That is what I'm going to leave to this world. My son. Not the other girls. Not the franchise. But my son. And I want to tell you something about my son. I think we did a good job. We're still doing it, trying, because you know that there is no kind of guide to raise someone. But this little boy now, it's not little anymore. He was always obedient. I'm serious. When there was the need to be punished, because he was punished. He was not perfect. He learned the lessons. I spent like 10 years of my life dedicated to him. Dedicated to do what maybe for any kind of circumstance nobody did it with me. So I used to do, not to do for him, I used to be with him, next to him, like since pre-maternal, kinder or whatever. It took like 3 years before getting kindergarten, staying beside him until the homework was done. And I remember that a lot. And I remember that I was mad, not at him, at school, because there were some things that didn't make any sense. You know, I'm a teacher, not only a ballet teacher. I think I told you. So I was angry. I used to help him to memorize things that he had no idea what that meant. But it was vocabulary in English. He was in a very good school since primary until junior high. He was in a bicultural school, really hard. So he needed my time. Once, I think it was like 6 months ago, he saw me with my glasses on. I barely use my glasses because with ballet and stuff, it's impossible to be dancing with glasses. But he saw me with my glasses, so he just stood like this and told me, "I don't know why, Mom, but I'm happy. It just made me happy to see you with your glasses." And I was like, "How long have you been without your glasses on?" And I was like, "I have no idea, because when you go to sleep, I try to read and then I put them on. And sometimes, when you are not here, I watch some TV or a movie with your father, but since the TV is really big, but I don't wear them." Sometimes when I go to the movies, I wear them, but since I am really scared of losing them, I don't take them very much. Well, he said, I have no idea why I'm so happy to see you with your glasses. Then I remember, during these 10 years, I taught him to read. And I mean, I taught him to read. We used to live outside the city, in like a natural neighborhood with lots of trees and no lights, and it was so peaceful. I wasn't that sick at all. I used to cook, laugh. I used to get him up, take him to walk, used to do the gardening, playing with our dogs, because we spent a lot of time, he by himself with me. Father was there, but father was working. And father used to arrive when he was asleep. So I remember that I said, I need my son to start to read. Because something helped me was reading. And that is something that will always, I will always be thankful with my mom. She taught me to read. Well, the kind of reading that it was not for my age, like Amityville or The Exorcist, but I was reading. So I started to buy these little books, and then I used to put on my glasses, and I was okay, let's go to sleep. And before we go to sleep, we used to read. It is not easy, because you're tired, because you want to go and see and watch movies, because you have been with him like whole day. And I mean, I do not regret it, but sometimes you just want to be alone, you know? But I used to put on my glasses because I cannot read without my glasses. And I was reading with him, supposedly because he wasn't reading at all. And I used to do all the voices. I'm being theatrical all my life. So he remembers those things. He remembers. He remembers when I taught him to swim. I taught him to swim. I taught him to skate. He didn't learn a lot. I taught him to ride a bike. I taught him English. I was with him until math was not really working with me anymore, so father had to get in and explain some things. But since then he got a really good study habits. I used to tell him my secrets to how to study. I used to tell him stories, but not kind of stories that everybody says. I used to tell him how my grandmother used to treat us when we were at a ranch, how we used to drink the milk just outside, immediately outside, just my grandmother used to just, do this, I cannot remember the word, and then she made us drink it like that. I do not drink milk. And now when you want to trade, well, there's the private college and there is the college that is from the state. And his father decided that he was going to the state school. He was okay, and I was okay with that as well. So everybody has to do a test to try to get in the faculty, in the law school. And they post the results, and I mean there are like thousands of students who wants to get in there. So he was studying. He never went to a special course or anything. He just was studying. He was in a very good high school, a very good high school. So we said, okay, this is our responsibility. Our high school, your high school, and from on is something that you are going to study because you want to. The day he went, he did the exam, and the day that the results were in the paper, most important papers in Mexico. You're not going to believe this, and I still do not believe this. He was the second place, the second higher score of all of them. I don't know who was the first one. I don't care. But I never expected that. Never. And then, I think 2 weeks ago, I was not feeling well. So he said, Mom, it's a state. It's not that big matter. But it was a big. And a special certificate. I think I said that to you in some video, I don't remember which one. That I wanted to send a kiss to my son because in that moment he was receiving this certificate because he got 100, a perfect score in his first year in college. So that was my sister was saying to me. This is where you are living in this world, is your son. He has such a good heart. His best friend, I can tell you without any kind of doubt, is his father. He loves call with his grandmother Saturdays. Instead of going to a bar, instead of going to these places, I cannot say discos anymore. Here they call them antros. Instead of going there to have a drink or dance, or he goes with his grandmother because he knows he's gonna be spoiled, and he plays with her. Domino, cards, anything. He used to do that since he was 15 days. 15 days. He had 15 days of being in this world, and every Saturday he was in his grandmother's house. So what can I say? What I want to say is that I bet that there are thousands and thousands and thousands of stories like that. When, just like me, now you cannot do a lot of things. I mean, like iron his first uh, clothes to go to work, because now he's working. Choosing maybe with him stand up, his tie. He needs to take the clothes and ask me, what can I wear, mom, tomorrow? And well, I am since my throne like this, saying, okay, you can do this and this, and because that's a bad thing about the pillow, that you once you're there, you just cannot move. So I stay like, okay, you can do this, and that. He has learned how to cook. He burns quesadillas, but he's not gonna die of hunger if he lives someplace. Oh, this has Dulce, you know. He reads a lot. He taught me how to do videos. So I was really sad that day when he received that certificate. But you know what he did? He arrived with his suit. And instead of, I was about to ask, obviously everything was filmed and they shared it to me. I was about to ask to him, and he didn't let me. He hugged me, he gave me lots of kisses, and he told me, how are you? Don't worry, it was fulfilled. It was just back. And I just left early. I received my diploma and my certificate, and I left with my father. So that is why this channel is called I Am Still Me. You know, all these things happened. They were real. They still can be real, but I could die in a year, and I don't want that. But I need to let these things go and start like another season, and start enjoying all these 10 years that I spent with him, trying to raise an excellent son. I know that everybody can say that or would say that about their sons. It's like the first time the tears are getting out of my eyes, and I'm grateful for that. I can definitely, without any doubt, that he knows that I'm still the same person that taught him how to swim, how to read. What was the difference between a simple present or the going to? That I'm still smart. Just takes me a little bit more time to learn something. And he has never said something like, can you do that? No, I'm tired. So what do I want for him? Now I want to be with him, because I spent 10 years with him, and then I spent 10 years teaching all other children who were not mine, who were going to live, and I'm grateful for that as well, because I never had a girl. Thank God, because by now she would have run out of the house, maybe, because I don't know, my character's kind of crazy. But here he is. He's preparing like everything to spend our last hours of Sunday. He goes to sleep early. He has his room, like in a good way. He has the character of his father, thank God. But he has this thing that I think he inherited from me. He's social. He doesn't have any problem to make friends. He can stand in front of anybody and do some crazy stuff. He can just go to the theater and I make something. He has like the best things and the worst things of each side. So that is what I want to share you in this cup of coffee. I bet that you're just like me. You are still you. In here, we're special here. No matter what your body wants to say, no matter if you are in a hospital with something in your arm, no matter if you are with this little tube inside your nose because you cannot eat anymore, you're still there. And these things happen. And these things are still going to happen because he still needs me. And that is why I decided to get out of my passion. Get out of what made me like burn something inside of me. But there is nothing more important for me than my husband and my son. I wanted to say thank you for listening to me. I'm sorry if I cried, but I am thankful because I could cry. I send you my wings and send you my comprehension, and please, if you consider this channel like useful or entertaining, or I had no idea that I was going to do this. I send you some spoons, and please drink water with lemonade and soda and honey and cinnamon. I love you very much. Bye.